Hey, if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, in charge of driving business, chief revenue officer, any of those kind of things, this is a video kind of for you. I have this potential client that I've been talking with, working with, and just having a lot of conversations, and I don't think this is the only business out there that's in this predicament, so I thought I would share. This particular company is well over $100 million a year in sales. However, over the last couple of years, sales have been dropping year over year. Even at that $100 million in sales a year, they're just squeaking by to kind of make money or break even. It's like month in, month out. Maybe they got to cut some things to do it. And their peers, however, though, are growing. There's a lot of them that are doing $1 billion a year. So there's growth out there. But just month over month, it's just eroding. Revenue's dropping a little bit. Profits are coming down. It's just getting worse and worse. And they're kind of hanging on. You're hanging on. You want to do things the old school way that you've always done it. So this company has thousands of clients that have done business with them. Let's say like 5,000 clients that have done business with them in their database. However, almost all of their revenue comes from like 10% of those. 50 of them drive almost everything. So a couple of those leave, and they're not just breaking even, they're actually losing money. So they've got this problem where, looking at it from the outside, I'm like, oh, there's an easy probably 10 to 15% increase just by adding in some processes and some different things to their business. 15% right away. That takes you from 100 million, let's say, to $115 million. So that's a pretty big jump. Here's where the problem is, or here's kind of where the rub comes in. A lot of times when we're looking at this from the inside and you're stuck inside of that silo, you're trying to solve that $15 million problem, maybe with a $75,000 solution. You're trying to hire some dude on the cheap that can come in and fix all these problems. And the reality of it is, this is a $15 million problem, and you're trying to solve it with something that's pennies on the dollar. So look at it a little bit differently. Look at it as a potential $15 million thing. And the reason that people don't pull the trigger on this more often is they lack the certainty. They don't know if they pull the trigger on something that it's actually going to work. And because they've been in the mix for so long, they don't even believe that it might work. So they lack the certainty to put in the investment or put in the time, because it's not a guaranteed outcome. But my thing that I want to encourage you is like, is there a $15 million problem inside of your business that maybe you're trying to solve with a $100,000 a year job or $100,000 a year salary, or you're trying to, promote so-and-so up into that role? Well, they've been there. They're part of the problem today already. So just kind of take a step back, look at your business and say, hey, if we were to do A, B, and C, how certain are we that we get result D, E, and F? And if you feel relatively certain, I would encourage you to pull the trigger on that. A lot of businesses that I work with inside of the mortgage space, outside, wherever, a lot of the lack of gains or the money that's lost is not lost because they went out and spent money. It's lost because they didn't take the initiative. They didn't believe their gut. They needed too much certainty to take a step forward, to go. So if you're sitting there revving up the engine and you're thinking about it, drop that sucker down in drive and go. Pursue it. The money's out there, especially if your peers are already doing it. They're doing it month in, month out. Their business is growing. You're the anomaly there, and maybe the problem is actually you. So I don't know who needed to hear this. I see it more than you might think, and just had another glaring example show up right in front of my face. And so I thought I would share that. What's the $15 million problem in your business that you're trying to solve with $100,000 a year salary? There might be one.